the Honorable Keith Desmond Knight, Order of Jamaica, King's Council, on Sunday, August 10th, 2025, and also on Tuesday, August 12th. Them come out, come do the do for Mark Golding and KD, you know. Them ridicule the man on them stage this Sunday, and then 2 days after the Tuesday, Tufton come out, wrong and strong, you know, and still can regurgitate the garbage on the airwaves. Anyway, Jamaica, let's read. Kindly be advised that we represent the Honorable Keith Desmond Knight, the Order of Jamaica and King's Council. It is our instructions that on Sunday, August 10th, an audio recording that has been purported to be of our client speaking disparagingly of the leader of the People's National Party was played before a several media platforms. The recording gave impression that our client uttered the following words, and I quote, "Idiot! You have to face reality. You have to face reality that Mark Golding must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica. These realities must be faced. These are realities. These are realities. Mark Golding must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica." End quote. That our Christopher Tufton play on the Labour Right platform, you know. Your conscious decision, listen now, to play the above recording can only be rightfully distributed as defamatory. Follow me now? We are further instructed that also on August 12th, while you were a guest on Beyond the Headlines on Radio Jamaica, you heard the unedited original audio recording played by the host Dion Jackson Miller. After this recording was played, the host asked you, Christopher Tufton, "But do you not see the difference between the two recordings?" And you continue to double down on your defamatory conduct by explaining the audio as no. What I am saying is this: Mark Golding, articulated by KD Knight, is a concern by KD Knight that he cannot be trusted to lead. So here we have him accused the opposition leader of saying things. Likewise KD Knight. And even when Tufton dep on the phone in the interview and Dion Jackson play the original, and I said, "Tufton, you're wrong. This is not the correct audio that you play. It was altered." It was the man double down, and I said, "Me wrong and strong, and me abide by what me say." Mark Golding says so, and KD Knight says so. So him say it this Sunday, and him come back and repeat it the Tuesday. Alright. This is despite the obvious that the unedited original audio recording was clearly different from the audio recording that you caused to be played at the said public gathering. We wish to bring to your attention The fact that the recording you caused to be played is a manipulated fabrication and is a clear attempt to maliciously attack the reputation of our client and that of the leader of the People's National Party, Mr. Mark Golding. Furthermore, your defamatory conduct has caused great harm to our client's reputation. We reiterate and emphasize that the unedited original voice message sent by our client articulated the following, and I quote, "Idiot, you have to face reality." That was a major part of the loss in 2020. So we have to remedy that. There are still some people today saying that Mark Golding must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica. These realities must be faced. I can send you a thing that a video which is a top intervention thing where people the hosts say Mark Golding no love Jamaica and Mark Golding no love Jamaicans and all them kind of things. These are realities. These are realities and they cause disunity. There has to be an effort to get rid of the disunity. End quote. That is what was said in the original audio. And the Labour Party take the original audio and cut and chop and edit it and put parts of it and bring the man reputation into disrepute. Lawsuit under your bumbo. Lawsuit under your bumbo. Yes! Respectfully must be taken. Responsibility, must be taken for the resulting defamation of our client. We now demand that you publicly, this is what it is, this is boiled down to now, Jamaica, wanna listen to that part, yeah? Responsibility must be taken for the resulting defamation of our client. We now demand that you, Christopher Tufton, publicly retract the attribution of the manipulated audio recording to our client. We also request that the terms of your retraction and apology be agreed between your attorneys and our law firm, and that some should be sent to all media houses and must be published on all social media pages of the Jamaica Labour Party. Backside! What a shame and disgrace in the Labour camp. Now, me have to read this apart. The party sound good. Me have to read this again. Responsibility must be taken for the resulting defamation of our client. We now demand that you, Christopher Tufton, publicly retract the attribution of the manipulated audio recording to our client. We also request that the terms of our retraction and apology be agreed between your attorneys and our law firm, and that same should be sent to all media houses and must be published on all the social media pages of the Jamaica Labour Party. Jamaica, so now see how the Labour Party now in a disrepute. Can you imagine the Jamaica Labour Party have to go put out retraction and apology on them social media page? Hey, no, so this is a shame and disgrace. Me want see the boy or the girl can come tell PNP to apologize to Labour Party and tell we if we put it on we PNP social media page. We not put for we party in a them a disrepute. You see it ya? See it ya, Jamaica? Worries in the dance, worries tonight. Note that your retraction and apology may operate to mitigate the damage caused to our client. However, this will not waive our right to pursue legal recourse. Nevertheless, we are prepared to negotiate a settlement. Hey, backside! Money involved now, you know. We are prepared to negotiate a settlement between your legal representatives and our law firm. We expect that the apology and retraction demanded will be agreed on or before Friday, August 15. Backside! Tomorrow Friday, you know say Tufton if you go put out apology. Jamaica Labour Party if you go put out Lord Jesus, what a disgrace in the Labour. A pain and sorrow come Friday morning. 11 o'clock Friday morning, you know better post it up on social media and say no sorry. Jamaica people, me say every corner the Labour right them take maca juke them. Onu no say the country tired of onu. Look how them go on stage and platform and disrespect Mark Jefferson Golden. KD Knight, a retired politician, the man enjoying little retirement. I don't know if this size or no must call up the man name. In what? To see cheap political points. Look at it. Kaka laugh for 1 hour and look at what it cost the Labour Party today. Well, tomorrow 11 o'clock. Everybody has sit down and wake out no more. Hello? Me no listen to the interview. Cause me no want number. When you see persons like all Emily Crooks. You know hear what Emily Crooks come out and say Jamaica. You know hear what Emily Crooks come out come Jamaica people no listen this. Me say Labour done. Labour mash right down to the ground. People at Jamaica no listen this what Emily Crooks come out. Come tell Christopher Tufton. Listen to what Emily Crooks tell Christopher Tufton. People at Jamaica. This no sound good. You don't listen here. Listen here.
It's not an audio that Dr. Tufton played at the GLP mass meeting in Halfway Tree on Sunday. What I heard on Beyond the Headlines, KD has provided what he says is the actual full recording. So it becomes a matter for the court to decide if it does get there, what is correct. But from the little I heard on Beyond the Headlines yesterday, let me give some unsolicited advice to Dr. Tufton. Back off. Back off. You are dead wrong. If you cannot mount anything better than what you had yesterday, back off. Let me take a break.
No, sir, Jamaica people, me have to play this one again. Emily Crooks say, let her give you some unsolicited advice. Tufton, back off. You are dead wrong. I tell Tufton say, back off, you know, and grant them what them want. KD Knight say what? You have to apologize to me. And you have to put it up on the whole on the social media page, including that of the Jamaica Labour Party. So no apologize, I'm not sorry. And failure to do that, a courthouse we are go. So tomorrow, Friday the 11th. That's right, go. Friday 11 o'clock tomorrow. Jamaica people, no say you're so nice. The class nice. Listen, Emily, you bad up Tufton. Listen here.
It's not an audio that Dr. Tufton played at the GLP mass meeting in Halfway Tree on Sunday. What I heard on Beyond the Headlines, KD has provided what he says is the actual full recording. So it becomes a matter for the court to decide if it does get there, what is correct. But from the little I heard on Beyond the Headlines yesterday, let me give some unsolicited advice to Dr. Tufton. Back off. Back off. You are dead wrong. If you cannot mount anything better than what you had yesterday, back off. Let me take a break.
Jamaica people, I wonder if you know hear what go on in the social media. Emily Crooks tell Tufton, you better back off. If you don't have nothing better than what you come up with, come chat pandy and show you, back off. You are dead wrong. And me say it, you know. Remember me a come and me no know the law like them. And the law fraternity come out, come tell Tufton to back off. You are dead wrong. Jamaica people, me want know if them have something that can happen to me. Me can't sue somebody. Me want somebody to sue. Lord Jesus, it sounds sweet. Back off. You are dead wrong. British mommy a laugh. You are dead wrong. No, sir, me have to play this again. And no, sir, Jamaica, me find it funny. The Labour Party in a disrepute. I know the first Tufton I make him out, put the Labour Party in a problem. And it's not the first on the eve of a general election. Tufton put them party in a disrepute. It's not his first rodeo. Jamaica people over here so too nice this morning. Me have to play it again. Labour Party, come listen to Tufton. Listen to Tufton and Dean Jackson Miller show. Listen to what Tufton can call Dean show a justify. Listen to the man.
Dr. Tufton joins us now. Dr. Tufton, appreciate you talking to us. Thank you so much. Okay, I hear you
I'm
didn't...
in the constituency, so I hope you...
wherever you are now, you're loud and clear, so don't move, do.
Good,
all right.
excellent.
So I hear you didn't hear the recording we played. So
no, I didn't.
All right, so we're going to play it again. This is what Mr. Knight says was the original voice note that your recording came from.
Idiot. You have to face reality. You have to face reality. That was a major part of the loss in 2020. So we have to remedy that. There are still some people today saying that Mark Golden must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica. These realities must be faced. I can send you a thing that a video which is a talk intervention thing where people the host say Mark Golden don't love Jamaica and Mark Golden don't love Jamaicans and all them kind of things. These are realities. These are realities and they cause disunity. There has to be an effort to get rid of the disunity.
Yes, and he was saying to us, and we, again, just for context, since you weren't hearing at the time, he said that voice note was posted in a PNP WhatsApp group in the context of discussions taking place in the party after the internal election and in the context of a quote-unquote faction calling themselves the resistance who were opposed to Mr. Golding. So having heard that, do you still stand by the recording you played as being 100% accurate?
Absolutely. And in fact, what he has done is reaffirmed what I get in a kind of reverb in the mic.
Okay, we're not. We're hearing you clearly.
What he has played, to my mind, reaffirm what my statement said, which is that. Well, first of all, let me create some context. This tape has been in the public space for years. It didn't just turn up. The idea, as he has accused me of doctoring a tape, is just ludicrous. I don't do those things. It has been in the public space. No one challenged it. He certainly did not. It has done the rounds wherever it originated. And as he has confirmed, it is his voice. What I did was to indicate at our meeting that there are persons who do not trust the leader of the People's National Party. The tape actually confirms that. His voice is the voice that articulated that. And the tape, which has been in the public space for the past, I think, 4 or 5 years, is a tape that was accessed in the public domain with no objection to it or no challenge to it. And therefore, if he believes that there is some sort of doctoring, he will have to go find that person. Maybe it's among them. I don't know. But the fact is that the tape exists. His voice is the voice on the tape. And his articulation of people who don't trust Mark Golding as a leader is real, as he has played. And I'm ready to redefend that position anywhere, anytime, any place.
Okay, well, let's break that down. We're nearly at 6 o'clock, so hopefully we can get you back afterwards. But let's start.
Sure.
So one point, you are, as I understand it, categorically saying that you did not alter the tape, meaning you personally.
I'll go further. If anyone accuses me of that, then there'll be a suit or countersuit to defend my reputation and my name. Because I was the first person during the campaign or pre-campaign that spoke on a political platform for all of us to be wary of AI and the use of AI and the manipulation of AI. I don't even know if AI was that popular 4 or 5 years ago.
Let me cut you off though, because we're running out of time. Okay, so you're saying you didn't alter it, but but your portrayal and playing of the tape on Sunday night was saying to the audience, this is KD Knight saying that Mark Golding should not be Prime Minister of Jamaica. Isn't that what it wasn't that your framing?
Persons can interpret it in different ways.
And you said so, KD Knight says so?
No. Of course, but is he who said that? He said that there are persons who do not trust Mark Golding.
Come on, sound like you're trying to wriggle out of this one.
Exactly.
No.
Come on, you are now suggesting that what you are saying was that KD Knight was sharing that there are other people in the party who don't think Mark Golding should be Prime Minister. But I'm saying your framing on Sunday night was clearly saying to the crowd that this is what KD Knight said.
Well, isn't it what he said?
Did you hear the tape played?
Absolutely, I heard the tape play. I don't know.
So hold on, whether or not you doctored it, let's take that out of the equation entirely.
That's an important point, by the way.
Which is why I asked you first of all. So let's put that to one side. But do you not see the difference between the two recordings?
Listen, I played a recording that was in the public domain.
I heard that, and I have that down as a third point to come to.
Emphasis.
No, I am asking you if you don't see a difference between the two recordings.
No. The interpretation.
Dr. Tufton.
Can I finish, Dan?
That was just an expression of incredulity.
No, that's your perspective. That's your perspective, and I'm entitled to mine. What I'm saying to you is this. Mark Golding, articulated by KD Knight, is a concern by KD Knight that he cannot be trusted to lead.
I'm so sorry, you broke up. Hold on, Dr. Tufton is breaking. Hold on, Dr. Tufton, you're breaking up. Plus, we're right at 6 o'clock, so take him off for me. Let's see if we can get him back after the break, because we can have a try if we can get him to dig back down into that a little bit. Dr. Tufton said no difference between those two recordings. Okay, let's go to the 6 o'clock news with Halshane Burke. We're back after. All right, thank you so much for staying with us. We continue with you on Beyond the Headlines. I'm Dion Jacksmiller. Remember our WhatsApp line, it's 876-254-0693. 876-254-0693. Give us your first name, give us your location. We're talking to Dr. Chris Tufton following controversy over an audio recording he played at the JLP rally in Halfway Tree Sunday night with the voice of KD Knight. Mr. Knight has categorically denied that he said what was on the audio recording saying that the recording was doctored. Now, just before the break, we were talking to Dr. Tufton. I'd asked him, just as our line kind of broke up, I was asking him if he had heard a difference between the two. So I'm just going to play them again, and especially for our listeners who may not be joining us. So this was Sunday night.
We cannot trust them or their leader and that party to take this country forward. We are at a delicate stage. And guess what? I know me say you can't trust them to run Jamaica. And them say so.
Idiot. You have to face reality.
Listen.
You have to face reality. That Mark Golden must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica. These realities must be faced. These are realities. These are realities. Mark Golden must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica.
I want you to take a guess as to who says so. I know me says so. A KD Knight says so.
And this is the voice note that Mr. Knight says was the original recording.
Idiot. You have to face reality. You have to face reality. That was a major part of the loss in 2020. So we have to remedy that. There are still some people today saying that Mark Golden must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica. These realities must be faced. I can send you a thing that a video which is a talk intervention thing where people the host say Mark Golden don't love Jamaica and Mark Golden don't love Jamaicans and all them kind of things. These are realities. These are realities, and they cause disunity. There has to be an effort to get rid of the disunity.
All right. Dr. Tufton, back with us in a part of your sounds excellent wherever you are now.
So that's good.
Okay, so I was asking you before if you didn't see a difference in what those two clips are portraying.
There's clearly a difference in the two tapes,
Right.
meaning the expressions by KD. What is quite clear is that KD is the voice on both tapes. The question that I would need to ask you, and as a lawyer, is which of the two may have been doctored? I certainly did not doctor any tape, and I don't know. What I do know and will remain committed to is that his expression and the intent of his expression, which reflects disunity and a lack of confidence on the part of, as he says, some people, is real in both tapes. And I also know that for 4+ years, that tape was out there in the public space. It was never challenged, and it remains in the public space up until when I spoke of it. Then it is now being seen as a doctored tape. The other thing I know is that if you look at the narrative as carried in the public space, in the media houses and so on, the Gleaner and the Observer, or certainly the Observer, KD Knight has been quite caustic about Mark Golding, quoting and challenging his ethical conduct as it relates to fundraising. There are examples of that. And so the pattern of his argument around distrust and his confidence in Mark Golding to lead Jamaica isn't just reflected in his articulation that he may or may not have said some people, but it's certainly expressed very clearly in other articulations that he has made around his suitability to lead and his activities as a leader or potential leader of his party. So the interpretation remains. My position is not me say it, is KD Knight say it. And it is KD Knight's voice on both tapes. Whether one was doctored or the other, I can't say. I certainly did not. And it has been around for 4+ years and no one has challenged it. And there's something in law about not challenging a misrepresentation if you feel strongly about it and allowing it to become normalized. And then when it is convenient, you raise objection, because I think that is what he's doing. And he's smart enough to know that that can't hold water in court.
Okay, so do you accept that the first tape is saying, the audio recording you played Sunday night is saying, KD Knight does not believe Mark Golding should be Prime Minister of Jamaica, as opposed to the second one saying, which has KD Knight saying there are things we have to deal with. There are still people who don't think Mark Golding should be Prime Minister of Jamaica. You accept that distinction?
No, I am prepared to say that if a tape was doctored, because
no man, let's not come to that. But what I just said, do you accept the difference between those two?
There's a difference between the two.
Okay.
But
and you accept that your framing was made a huge difference?
No, I don't accept that, because what I said is that KD Knight, who has established a pattern in more than one medium around Mark Golding's suitability, is very clearly established in his verbal statement, as it has been established in the written language as carried in at least one print media house. And this has been the case over 4+ years ago. And what I said, Mark Golding cannot be trusted. We feel that way.
Hold on, Dr.
Within his organization also feels that way.
Hold on. Your line was breaking up again. Should you not, though, as a... but hearing you again, should you not, though, as a senior politician, senior member of your party, be careful as to what it is you pick up from social media and portray as suggesting it as being true?
What did I say that's untrue? I'm still at a different point with you as it relates to what the verbal expression of people not liking or having confidence in Mark Golding to lead, because I don't trust him, as articulated in written form and in verbal form.
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand. We're speaking about a particular recording, and I'm saying, surely you accept there's a difference between John Brown saying you should never be Prime Minister, and John Brown saying there are people saying you should not be Prime Minister. I'm saying surely you accept the difference there.
No, the difference with you and I is that you are assuming that the tape that KD played is the correct tape.
I'm assuming nothing. I'm asking you if you see a difference between the two recordings.
There is a difference.
That's all I'm asking at this point.
There is a difference in both tapes in terms of how the articulation took place. I maintain and still maintain that the expression is that there are people who do not have confidence in Mark Golding's capacity to lead.
Okay.
And that, as I said, has been a matter of public record for many years.
All right. Can I ask you how you verified the authenticity of what it was you played?
Well, for starters, again, this is not a courthouse, and when that time comes, we will defend it. So I'm not going to go into legal document with a lawyer, because I wouldn't stand a chance with you. But what I will say is, the tape has been around for over 4.5 years. It has never been challenged. It is in the public space. There are articulations in other media space, as I said earlier, where KD Knight in his usual
you're gone off to something else. All I was asking was if you're
something else.
It's absolutely something. No, you are saying... You are looking at other comments allegedly made elsewhere. I'm asking you one simple.
Not allegedly.
I am asking you one simple question. Did you verify the authenticity of what you played on Sunday?
No, and I can respond the way I'd like. My position is, I made a statement on a platform which he has not denied was his voice, except that he said it was in a particular context, where he has established a pattern of being caustic and lacking trust and confidence in Mark Golding to lead. And I said, I did not say it. He said it. And I remain with that position, despite what he says.
All right. Appreciate your time as always. Thank you so much.
Best wishes. Bye.
All right. And the same to you. Talking there with Dr. Chris Tufton there.
You hear that, Jamaica? No accountability. Well, that's why we are here. No wonder why we are here, Jamaica. And no wonder why the Labour Party will be catching a lawsuit. Because you cannot tell me you don't hear the difference between the two audio. And from one lawyer to the next, Deon Jackson Miller as a lawyer, you could tell that Deon Jackson was so disgusted by the man. Deon not put words in her mouth, you know, but the obvious. You and I listening to the interview now. I don't know why Deon never cut him off, because him just a go round and a go round and a go round and a go round. Why our leaders cannot hold themselves accountable when they are wrong? And from one lawyer to the next, you could tell that Deon can try to tell him, look here, foolishness you're talking. And no wonder why, Jamaica, they are catching a lawsuit. And the icing on the cake, Emily Crooks Shield says she sit down and listen to the same interview where we just have with him and Deon Jackson, and this was the reaction from Emily Crooks, another lawyer. Listen to the response of Emily when she sit down and listen to the interview where we just listened to. Listen to this.
Tufton played at the GLP mass meeting in Halfway Tree on Sunday. What I heard on Beyond the Headlines, KD has provided what he says is the actual full recording. So it becomes a matter for the court to decide, if it does get there, what is correct. But from the little I heard on Beyond the Headlines yesterday, let me give some unsolicited advice to Dr. Tufton. Back off. Back off. You are dead wrong. If you cannot mount anything better than what you had yesterday, back off. Let me take a break.
Jamaica people, this serious. Emily, what you say? What you say, Emily? Cause me never hear. Enough people not hear. Me have to play this again, Jamaica people. What you say, Emily? Talk to me.
It's on an audio that Dr. Tufton played at the GLP mass meeting in Halfway Tree on Sunday. What I heard on Beyond the Headlines, KD has provided what he says is the actual full recording. So it becomes a matter for the court to decide, if it does get there, what is correct. But from the little I heard on Beyond the Headlines yesterday, let me give some unsolicited advice to Dr. Tufton.
Yes.
Back off. Back off. You are dead wrong. If you cannot mount anything better than what you had yesterday, back off. Let me take a break.
And the reason why we are here, Jamaica, when you see Bert Samuels, you see it there? Judgment in a Labour Party. Lawsuit reached Tufton and the Labour Party, you know. The Labour Party gave him the opportunity to speak and they used the platform. Well, this is what the law firm is requesting. Responsibility must be taken for the resulting defamation of our client. We now demand that you, Christopher Tufton, publicly retract the attribution of the manipulated audio recording to our client. We also request that the terms of your retraction and apology be agreed between your attorneys and our law firm, and that same should be sent to all media houses and must be published on all the social media pages of the Jamaica Labour Party. Hey, hey! No, sir. Jamaica people don't listen here. Note that your retraction and apology may operate to mitigate the damage caused to our client. However, this will not waive our right to pursue legal recourse. Nevertheless, we are prepared to negotiate a settlement. Money involved now, you know, between your legal representative and our law firm. We expect that the apology and retraction demanded will be agreed on or before Friday, August 15th at 11 a.m. Backside! Bert Samuels, you know, Bert Samuels not take up full lawsuit. Jamaica people, tomorrow Friday, you know, by 11 o'clock, Tufton have to apologize. And him have to present an apology for all of the labor right platform, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. They have to publish an apology to Mark Golding and KD. That's right. Remember KD say I go for the juggler, you know, if you no think you no bad, you no publish no apology. Jamaica people, this is where we're at as a country, you know. And you see, we all must learn from this scenario. People, you hear what Tufton say a 4.5 years, the audio out there. You see how the audio come present itself 4.5 years later? And guess what? KD Knight could have got dig up the original. You know, be careful what you put out there. You hear what KD say? It was an audio WhatsApp voice note when him sending a one of the WhatsApp group them, and them still save that WhatsApp message from 4.5 years ago. People, you know, take heed. Be careful what we say on the internet. The bloggers them when me no be careful. That's why you see me, anything me come tell you, no, me just reiterate what is already out there. Me now cook up no story, me now make up no story. The facts me a present to uno, and me a tell you where me get it from, and me a present it, because no boy no girl can't come say me Drebrian say. Alright? Yes, I understand that Christopher Tufton only reiterate what him claim is already out there. But now that KD present the facts. You say 4.5 years it has been circulated. You have to go prove this year doctored audio say 4.5 years it out there. For lie you a tell. And uno doctor the audio just in time for no mass meeting. You know, too wicked and bad and lion thief. The 4.5 year where you talk about this audio out there is the original audio where KD Knight made 4.5 years ago in the WhatsApp group. Yeah, we acknowledge that. But the doctored audio wasn't around. It never did a circulate for no 4.5 years ago. You too lie. Uno dirty labor right sit down in the war room and cook up something and get Tufton fi come out and score 3 political points and they backfire. Uno, one by one, uno going to jail. One by one, uno go. What me say? One by one, they going to jail. One by one, they going to jail. Rangy, I said those were his actual. You liar tell, sir. Liar tell. But those were his words regardless. You must stop tell lie, big man. It is his voice in the voice note. But why you not have to be so disingenuous? And you're in a jacket and tie like you're smaddy. I think let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something. When people wrong, you must give them wrong. And Tufton was dead wrong. And if Dion can say it, and if Emily, Dion, well, not Dion, but Emily aligned with the Labour Party, and when Emily Crooks can come out and say, Tufton, back off because you are dead wrong. Who the hell is you? What your name? Man in a jacket, purple jacket and tie. What your name? Rain G. Rain G, I go comment and say those were his words regardless. That is not true. Maybe you just joined the live, but we just shared the interview done by Christopher Tufton and Dion Jackson Miller, and they played both voice notes. And the only thing we can say, yes, it is the voice of KD Knight, but the version where Tufton play is a doctored, edited version. And if you, Mr. Rain G, you go come tell people about those were his words regardless. You are a liar, and you are a thief, and you are a Labourite. And I don't expect any better from a Labourite. You must stop it.